Oh, yep.
Welcome to the Prisoner to Painter podcast, stories of inspiration, where we talk about mental health, addiction, religion, becoming a business owner and self-sufficient, for what, when, where, and why. Join us and we can be your local hope dealer.
Inspiration and dedication. I came a long way from sleeping in them pages. I got my life back. I feel amazing. Life's a book, don't get stuck on sad pages. Rainy days with no money. Hard work lead to days that are sunny. Looking back, it was all needed. The problems, the pain, the trauma, the grieving. You are now tuned in to the prisoner to painter. Prisoner to painter. Hard work, dedication. Rainy days, inspiration. Prisoner to painter.
And now, a word from your local hope dealer.
Okay. Welcome to the Prisoner to Painter podcast. I'm Nathan McDermott. Today, Katie is not joining us. She thought this would be ran very good with just me and him. So today joining us is Brian Simpson. How are you doing today, man?
Not bad, bro. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for. I want to tell the guest right out of the gate. He is the furthest one that's traveled, and I'm very excited about this. From Indianapolis, correct?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, man. So 3.5 hour drive up here. How was that?
Yeah. Oh, I'm a truck driver. That's nothing.
Okay. All right.
I do it every day.
Fair enough. Just another day of work, right? Yeah.
Another day.
Awesome.
And then again, my passionate vehicle, I'm in my own stuff, so it's smooth sailing, man. It was nothing.
Awesome. Fair enough. Well, still, I do appreciate you coming on. I hear some, man, I drove an hour. I'm like, well, you must be very dedicated to tell your story. So I'll probably say thank you 100 times. So here's the 5th one. So,
oh man, my cup is running over, bro. It's the last, I'd say 8 years of my life.
Okay.
Have been extraordinary.
Understood.
To say the least.
Understood.
I was a single father. I was raising my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I have divorced twice.
Okay.
And I was just, basically decided I was going to raise my kids and, do my thing, whatever.
Yeah.
And be single until I get my kids done or whatever. But I ended up meeting a young lady online.
Okay.
And I would learn that she was a witch.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, not immediately.
Yeah.
But obviously everything hit off. We hit it off, everything smooth like that. But it was a pretty tumultuous time. What she did to me, she nearly killed me.
Oh wow.
She nearly killed me and everybody that tried to help me.
Understood.
They but I didn't know what I was dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
She had been doing spell work on me the whole time, and I mean, just taking it from the top.
Yep.
I met her on an online dating site.
Okay.
And like I said, we hit it off. Everything was smooth. I was doing the single father thing, and it didn't take very long for me to realize something wasn't right.
Yeah.
The chick was like an emotional roller coaster, and fits of rage, and then one of them is she cool, and the next minute she crying and all of that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I was like I said, a bachelor at the time, and it's like I wasn't used to that shit. So she kind of I broke it off. I was trying to get away from her, but I couldn't shake the chick, man.
Understood.
I couldn't get away from her. And it's like, how you would break up with somebody and you start to miss them after a little while.
Yeah.
And when you start to miss them, but it goes away after a couple of days.
Yep.
But it wasn't like that with her. It was just hurting until I contacted her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I knew something was wrong even when I was dating her. I knew something was wrong because it was becoming too unnatural.
Understood.
And I would have to take sabbaticals away from her.
Okay.
Just trying to get away from her. But like I said, I couldn't shake the chick, man. I would just keep going back. I would keep going back to it. And I never understood that. But eventually she dropped the straw that broke my back. She was like seeing somebody else, and she told me she eventually married that guy. And but we were still seeing each other. And like I said, we eventually broke it off. And that's when it started, man. She had I had this intense I don't know what it was exactly, but having gone through that experience and dealing with various spiritualists all over the planet, I mean, that's what really set it off for me, because it felt like you've had your heart broken, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, like a deep, deep heart.
Like you almost feel the muscle, even though it's not. It feels like I've had a real heartbreak. Yes, sir.
That emotional pain, you can actually feel it.
Yeah.
It's physical.
Yep. Yep.
And you get so down and you feel like you want to die.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
It felt like that times 5.
Jeez.
And accompanied with, it felt like something had its feet on my shoulders. It was trying to pull my soul out of my chest. It felt like I was being pierced with knives, man, like 1,000 knives. It was the most excruciating thing. And it's so unnatural. It was incredibly unnatural. So I'm saying to myself, this is spiritual. This ain't nothing natural. I don't know what this is, but it's something spiritual. And I knew it was her because for years I was trying to get away from her.
Yeah.
But I couldn't shake the shit. I wanted to get away from her long enough to, like, figure out what was going on.
Yeah. Like clear up your head almost.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
But I mean, and I'm racking my brain to try to figure out what this was, because it was like her birthday, she has the same birthday as my brother.
Okay.
In mid-November, right?
Yes, sir.
And I'm thinking to myself, crazy stuff like, there was a time I ain't get along with my brother, so maybe God is trying to tell me that, I need to figure out a way to get along with it. I mean, I'm literally racking my brain trying to figure out why I can't get away from this chick and why I keep going back to it, because by that time I didn't like her.
No, I get it.
She already told me she got somebody else. And she, like I said, she ended up marrying that dude.
Man.
And I'm still going back to see her. And I'm going back to see this woman I didn't even like her. So when that stuff started happening, and I'm going through that, but they said it was a death bell.
Okay.
I knew it was her. And I knew it was something spiritual. So I'm right down that pain, just the most excruciating, unnatural, indescribable pain. And then it got so bad that it literally felt like I was on fire from the edge. It literally felt like I was on fire. I'm drinking Rennie. That was my drink of choice at the time.
Understood.
Rennie, and I'm smoking Newports, chain smoking them nasty ass Newports. Riding down the street, sweating, crying, like, what? My God, what's going on? Like I said, it was insane, bro. It was like, and the alcohol had absolutely no effect.
Understood.
You ever seen the movie Constantine?
Yeah, with the guy who plays John Wick or whatever, right? Keanu Reeves. Yeah.
Do you remember that part in the movie when the big guy, the priest, he was in the convenience store when they got him?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. He looked outside. He saw the demons coming to attack him. And when he saw that, he was trying to knock the tops off the bottles of wine, trying to drink the wine, trying to take in spirits.
Yep.
But nothing was coming out.
Yep.
That's exactly what it was like.
Damn.
I'm drinking this Rennie like it was water.
Yep.
No effect on me at all.
Man.
So I'm driving down the street. I went to the psychic's place. I knew it was something spiritual. I knew this wasn't natural.
Yep.
So I go into her place. It's about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the evening.
Damn.
Her sign still read open though. So that was God.
Yeah.
That was God. As soon as she opens the door, she looks up at me. She says, "You're under spiritual attack." See, I sat down. She got to going over. She's like, "Okay, you're going to come back. We're going to do a spiritual bath and all this stuff. Come back tomorrow." She told me to bring a white T-shirt and white underwear.
Okay.
And like 6 gallons of milk.
Okay.
So yes, spiritual stuff.
Yeah.
So I show up the next day. I got everything she told me to bring. And she has this like real soothing music playing while I'm sitting in the waiting area. And man, that pain, it was awful. And I'm just rocking and reeling and I'm crying, man. And my head is down and I'm just bawling, man, because the pain was so, like it was so bad. But again, I knew it was something spiritual because, I didn't like her at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're like, what is this? Why don't I feel like this? She comes, she grabs me by my hand. She leads me back to our office. She says, there's a reason you felt like something had its feet on your shoulders trying to pull your soul out of your chest. She's like, because it was. And she's guiding me back to the office like that. And in the office like area, she has about 24 candles lit.
Okay.
And there's a big mural of Jesus on the wall.
Awesome.
She tells me to strip down to my underwear.
Mhm.
And then she comes in. She tells me to stand up and stand like Jesus. I'm standing like a cross. She has a bucket with a little sponge in it.
Okay.
She takes a sponge. She's blessing me from head to toe.
Mhm.
And she pulled my underwear back and blessed my hang down. And I'm like, okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
So, but I went with it, right?
Yeah.
And then she says, okay, go put your clothes on, come back, sit down. We're going to do a reading on it.
Okay.
So she does a tarot reading on it.
Mhm.
But before we get started, she sits down. She says, your mother's here with you. Now, my mother passed away in 2009.
Okay.
This happened in 2017.
Okay.
First thing she said, my mother was there with me. And then she drops the cards. She says, they're trying to kill you before you figure out who you are. You were a witch in your former life, a very powerful witch that died. And I'm like, okay, wonderful. Could you tell me what this is I'm dealing with right here, right now, in this lifetime?
Yes.
Don't want to hear none of that.
Yeah.
What is this? I'm on fire.
Yep.
Okay. So she gets into the reading. She drops the cards. And she points to the Queen of Pentacles. This is how I started learning how to do tarot.
Okay.
Because I've had so much experience, dealing with various spirituals.
Yeah. Do you mind if I just ask a question real quick? Okay. So to me, this is nothing new. Like I believe in this stuff wholeheartedly because of God. Because none of this is I believe in this wholeheartedly. Like none of this is striking me as odd. Really, just the type of life, and this does not surprise me. Some guests, this shit's real. But period. But my question is, before this started happening, were you familiar with anything like this, or okay? So this is all new to you. Understood. Okay. Yeah, that's all I wanted to ask.
The first religion that I actually joined as an adult was the Nation of Islam.
Okay.
Now, the Nation, I was an active member of the Nation for like 10 years, from 21 to 30.
Okay.
Now, in the Nation, they believed if it can't be calculated, measured, quantified, don't worry about it. It ain't real. We don't believe in spirit, spookism, none of that.
Gotcha.
Everything is real.
Yes, sir.
Shit. Yeah, boo, yeah. Okay, I found that different.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sitting there. She's doing the reading. And the first thing she says, that woman is a witch. She's been doing spell work on you for years. She told me to take everything that woman has ever given me, throw it away, burn it. And over the years, she gave me all kinds of stuff. Clothes, vitamins, face cream, hats, boots, all kinds of stuff. She basically told me she was doing spell work on her.
Understood.
And get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what else did she do? She told me she was crazy. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair. Yeah.
I don't really figure that out. That's why I was trying to get away from her for so long.
Yep.
She told me the woman was crazy. And a couple other things. And then I'm like, so what is it going to take to fix this?
Yeah.
That woman told me $11,000. I say, $11,000 let me finish. Well, I need to hire staff. I need to buy the equipment. And so by the time she got done talking, man, my head, I'm looking at her like, for real?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm thinking all these people are hustlers. Anyway,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So by the time she got done, she says, so what do you think? I looked her square in the face. I said, I think we're going to put it in the hands of Jesus.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
No, I ain't giving you $11,000.
No shit,
Forget
dude.
that. But time went on, and
I'm sorry. That's like, damn, dude, 11 grand.
11
Shit, dude.
And her son, at that time, my son was driving. Her son was driving like a $90,000 vet, and I'm like, okay, I see how you
Yeah, I see why you need $11,000.
Yeah, right. I know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I had a vision when I was working with her. I'm still in this excruciating, you know, and I had this vision when I was working with her. I saw that witch and 3 other women in New Orleans.
Okay.
Listen, bro, I was laying in the bed, hovering between consciousness and semi-consciousness. I wasn't asleep. And this vision came through, man. I saw her and 3 other women. They were in New Orleans. They were sitting down at a picnic table. This was off the beaten path. This wasn't like a tourist attraction.
Gotcha.
This was somebody's house. They knew what they were doing. They knew where they were going. And I saw this woman come out. She has a chicken in her hand. Short woman. She had her head wrapped. She had a skirt. And she had huge titties. and then I hear this like African music, like the and she had the chicken in her hand, and there's this little device. I didn't know what it was at the time, but I know what it is now. And she's dancing, and you know she got that chicken in her hand, and she's shaking.
Yeah,
and she took that chicken, right?
Yep.
And she put it in my face, and that's when I came out of the vision. Listen, bro. This was the most vivid. It was like I was there. It was like I could reach in and touch them. The people, not the titties.
Yeah.
You know, and
or both.
It was like I was literally there. I could tell you what this woman was wearing. I could tell you what purse she had on, how she had her hair that day. It was insane. It was literally like I was there. And like I said, she put that chicken in my face and I came out of it.
Okay.
But check this out. The woman that was dancing and doing the ritual, everything in there was crystal clear except a perfect oval that blurred her face. This was when I was working with Nikki.
Okay.
All right. So I kept working with Nikki, man. I called her one day, and I'm asking her, you know, is there anything else we could do? Because I ain't nothing different.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, pardon me.
Hey, no, you're good. I was actually gonna ask you real quick. Do you think it's because we're discussing this that you're getting choked up, or
It's up.
Oh, understood.
We're gonna be all right.
Understood.
Anyway, so the answer is yes.
Okay.
I'm talking to her, and she had, dang it, she was like, Brian, the only thing I can do is like the ritual, because she told me she had to literally hire her staff.
Okay.
And then it seemed like my voice was aggravating her. And she like hung up on me.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, this is part of the hustle, right? You're trying to get that 11 grand.
Yeah.
But I went to her place, and her daughter or sister or whatever told me that she was in the hospital.
Oh shit.
She was the first person that went to the hospital trying to help me.
Damn.
Yeah. So I moved on. I went and found this other spiritualist in Chicago.
Okay.
She met me at a neutral location because she told me she meets a lot of crazies in this business.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
So we get to her. She drops the cards. Bam, 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 bam. What's wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. My wife recommended that I turn up your mic volume just a little bit. That it sounds good, but turn up the volume. I apologize. But I want this to be like I want it to be really good. So that's turned up. I am just trying to figure out. I hope she comments back how to turn this fucking thing up. Channel 11 through 12. That's not it. Hi. Channel 1. I'm gonna guess episode. Oh, right there. That'll do it. Sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
So I went to this other lady.
Yep.
Out of Chicago. She met me at a neutral location.
Okay.
Because she said she meets a lot of crazies.
Yeah.
She drops the cards. Once again, Queen of Pentacles.
Okay.
She says, you were dealing with somebody that's a witch.
Okay.
And she's like, and she's crazy. And she goes, has she contacted you yet? And I'm like, no, she hasn't. She says she will.
Okay.
It's killing her that you aren't calling her anymore. And she and I told her about my ordeal. I told her that it nearly killed me.
Yeah.
And she says, I know. It was your mother that saved you.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And she knew that, and the first one's the one that said that your mother was there. So it's starting to okay, right on.
All of them are saying the same thing.
Yep.
I mean, and they're all practicing different forms of divination.
Yeah.
Or different religions.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, this woman has a particular religion she subscribes to.
Yep.
And I'm getting it. But anyway,
No, you're good, man.
but she told me my mother saved me. It was, and then she told me that battle took a lot of my mother's strength in the spirit realm. And she taught me how to recharge my mother in the spirit realm.
Okay.
And didn't ask me for a nickel.
Wow.
You know, she just gave me what I needed. She was really cool.
Awesome.
I'm wrapping all of this up like real fast because there's a part 2.
Understood.
After I, got past this witch.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, my life has been extraordinary.
Understood.
Anyway, the next person I would go to, we'll call her Reagan.
Okay.
Now, Reagan, her shop was on Ridge Road. And to pass her place, like every other day going home.
Okay.
Because I used to live in Portage, Indiana.
Okay.
I used to work at a steel mill, right? So I go to her place. It was raining that night. And as soon as she opens her door, she looks up at me. She says, "Oh my God, your energy's all over the place. Get in here." And she snatched me, and I'm coming in there, and she sits me down in her office. And then she takes like I think some oil and rubbed on my hand and sprayed some stuff. And she's like, "Oh, tell me what's going on."
Okay.
And by this time, like I said, I'm believing all of these people are hustlers.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I just sit there with a poker face. I ain't telling you nothing. You tell me what's going on.
Yep.
So I was like, well, I'm having some spiritual issues.
Mhm.
I've seen a couple people before. The issues have persisted, and I was hoping you could help me.
Okay.
And she goes, "Well, yeah, I want you to take this soap, go home and bathe in the soap,
Okay.
and then come back tomorrow." It was like some bad, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I did that. And yeah, let's take a time.
Yeah, of course.
I got something.
Yep. Give me one moment. Yes, sir. Perfect. One moment, guys. This is perfect, actually. All right.
All right.
Better?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, where was I?
We just talked about Reagan, how he
about
walking.
She gave me the Bed Bath and Beyond stuff. She said, "Come back tomorrow,
Yes,
and
sir.
I'll do a reading."
Okay.
I was like, "Cool." She's like, "That's going to help me reach you."
Yeah.
I said, "Bet." So I get back the next day, and then now this woman, she didn't touch a tarot card, nothing.
Okay.
I just sat down and she started talking. He was like, "Okay, the woman you were dealing with,
Mhm.
she put a spell on you. There's a piece of you that's down south."
Mhm.
And I knew exactly what she was talking about
Okay.
because the old girl had took a trip to New Orleans.
Okay.
I told you about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she told me how the spell worked,
Mhm.
what spell they put on me,
Okay.
how the woman did the spell. She told me that she gave her like a jack ball or something.
Okay.
That when she had when I was away too long,
Mhm.
and she wanted me to come back to her, that she had to recharge the jack ball with the graveyard dirt, and that would bring me back to her.
Okay.
She told me that they put something about food. She told me, she was telling me, she was breaking it down.
Yeah. Okay.
And ran it down on how the spell works, what they did, when they did it, where they did it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really good. But check this out. While she was talking,
Mhm.
she mutated
Okay.
right in front of me.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say that again.
Yep. Yes, sir.
This woman,
Mhm.
she's a beautiful woman.
Mhm.
Her name is Reagan. Why we call her? She's about 5'4".
Mhm.
She has this Kardashian look to her.
Okay.
Long, silky black hair.
Mhm.
But for a split second, her eyes bulged, her skin wrinkled, the hair turned gray,
Shit.
hairline receded,
Mhm.
and then bam, she came right back.
Okay.
But I'm sitting here with the poker face because, you know,
well, probably two in your head. Yeah.
With the poker face because, you know, I don't want to lead the psychic on to anything. I don't want to let them know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And two, I think all of them are hustlers.
Yep.
But check this out. Smooth B, the dude on the internet. He was talking about an experience with him and Tupac.
Okay.
He's pretty much describing the exact same thing.
Okay.
He said that this chick, he described him as like the Kardashians. That's how she looks. She reminded that Kardashian type.
Yeah.
He described the exact same thing. He's talking about how she shapeshifted. He's talking about the exact same thing. And when I saw it, I was tripping out. I'm like, yeah, it's on the internet. You can find
no, I believe it, but yeah, I get it. Especially you see it, you're like, oh shit, like this shit's real, man.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
damn.
yeah. I mean, there's type of stuff I never believed in. Right? But anyway, I didn't want to freak her out.
Yeah.
You know, I just saw you YouTube. You know. so I was like, I asked her a question I didn't ask anybody else. Said, why me?
Okay.
Why did this happen to me? And that woman told me, she said, because you're going to do something that helps a lot of people.
Okay. And
that's when I thought to myself. So I'm in the middle of some spiritual type shit. I'm John Connor.
Understood.
I didn't say it, but I was thinking it. I'm like, man, but I'm like, come on, whatever. But after that, she kept going and she's like trying to sell me on her services. She's like, well, let me take this case for you. I can handle this. I'll take care of everything. I can handle it. And she seemed a little too thirsty to, work with me. And then plus she mutated in front of me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah, I think I'm gonna keep looking around, right? Next person I would talk to, Gina. Now Gina is really good. Okay. I go to her office, right? She sets me down. She drops the cards. Once again, right in the middle. Queen of Pentacles.
Gotcha.
She says, you're dealing with a witch. And I'm stuck, man. I'm like, man, I'm so sick of hearing this.
Yep.
All of them are saying the same thing.
Yep.
All of them saying I'm dealing with witchcraft and so forth. So I'm focused on the Queen of Pentacles.
Yep.
She's focused on the Tower.
Okay.
Now the Tower is the worst card today.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Tower is like the worst card.
Okay.
On the internet. But she went into the ordeal. She goes, there's a woman that wants you. And she wants you bad. And ooh, she threw the kitchen sink at you. She even made you the infamous bad spaghetti. And I was like, what? No, she didn't. She never made spaghetti. Okay. As a matter of fact, she never made any lasagna with, pasta with red sauce. And I'm like, oh shit, she did used to make lasagna. And I'm like, damn. So she was right on it, man. She started running down, and then she started saying the same thing the old girl was saying before. Okay. Take everything she's ever given me, throw it away, and all that. And it's a whole lot more that I'm gonna have to put in later because I wanna redo my documentary. Okay. But
yeah, that little video that I was able to see on TikTok was, dude, that was listening to it said a lot, but B, like you present yourself well on camera, like really you do. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm working on it. But she basically told me that this is all a test. Okay. She said it's all a test. And she told me I was headed in the right direction.
Awesome.
The direction I was headed in was Buddha.
Okay.
So the next person I went to, we'll call him Abe.
Okay.
Now, I contacted him, found him online. I called him up, told him the same thing I tell everybody else. I've been having some spiritual issues. The issues have persisted. And I was hoping you can help me. He says, okay. He says, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to pray and meditate over your situation. And I'll give you an answer in 24 hours. I said, fair enough. So I'm waiting on him to call me. He calls me. He said, I prayed and I meditated. And I decided to accept your case. I'll need you to meet me in my office tomorrow at noon. Okay. Don't be late. like, cool, I'll be there.
Yep.
Got there to his office. About 11:50.
Okay. Being early is being on time, man.
There you go. I'm knocking on the door. He comes in. He opens the door. He's dressed in all black.
Okay.
Black slacks, the black priest shirt.
Mm-hmm.
But as I mentioned, the white part in the collar is not white, it's black.
Okay.
He has on a clergy hat, all black.
Okay.
Like you would see on a bishop.
Yeah.
But the shoes.
Mm-hmm.
He had on this exact same pair of shoes that Al Pacino was wearing in The Devil's Advocate.
Oh shit.
The first time Keanu Reeves
Pointy ones, those pointy up ones?
No, the platform shoe boots.
Okay. Yes, sir.
The tall shoe boots.
Yep.
He had on the exact same pair of shoes.
Oh shit.
I don't care. I'm still in all this great pain.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, if you can help me, shoot, I don't care what you got on.
Yep.
But so we sit down. He says, I want you to be calm, quiet, and still. Okay. I want to start exactly at no. So we sit down, calm, quiet, and still. As soon as that clock struck no, he told me I've been praying and meditating over your case already. So as soon as the clock struck noon, I said, do you know what she did to me? He says, I know exactly what she did to you. Okay. It's called the Love Me or Die spell. Quite expensive, I might add. She's going to be upset about losing her investment. And so I'm like, cool. Now, how do we break it?
Yeah.
So we start talking, and we talked for hours, man. I mean, he felt like a childhood friend that I hadn't seen in 20 years.
Awesome.
And we just sat down and we talked for hours and hours. And man, we talked about everything. Because from the minute they told me this was witchcraft, I had been studying witchcraft, sorcery, metaphysics, you name it.
Yeah.
What was the witchcraft, metaphysics, sorcery, mysticism?
Okay.
All kinds of ism.
Okay.
I'm studying this stuff just all day, every day, because I'm in so much pain.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Yep.
Everything I talked about, he knew about.
Okay.
Everything he knew about. The dude, he knew something about everything.
Understood.
This man told me things about me that I have forgotten. I mean, he ran through my life front, back, and side to side. It was amazing.
Okay.
The man, then he told me things about my family that I really didn't want to know. He told me everything about the witches. Oh, the witches. He told me it wasn't just her. It's a whole coven of witches. Okay. He told me it was her mother that was the leader of the coven. And he named the other witches in the coven.
Okay.
The dude was good.
Yeah.
He told me he could cure anything. Cancer, AIDS, diabetes, anything. He could cure it.
Okay.
The man, and as I worked with him, I had no reason to deny it.
Yeah.
Because I had pneumonia and he cured it. Okay. Yeah, with a bottle of tea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But it was blessed, obviously. I'm getting it.
Yep.
Anyway. He had he had told me, he said, I just learned this, and that's the part I was putting in the preview. He said he took these two fingers, he touched my left shoulder, raised his head up about 6 inches, touched my shoulder again, then went back around and sat on his desk, on the inside of his desk. Now he's just sitting there smiling, and he says, tell me what you see. And I'm just sitting there looking at him. I'm focusing. I'm trying to refocus. Yeah. Because the background didn't fit anymore. Okay. And then he says, tell me, what do you see? Huh? And I'm smiling. I mean, he's just sitting there smiling. Yeah. And I said, it's like the background. It doesn't fit anymore. It's like we're here in your office, but we're not really here.
There's something else, but yeah.
Okay.
It
was like just like this. Yeah. But it's like we were sitting on a big circle. Okay. And everything else faded away. Understood. It was jet black. We were sitting on one big circle in a huge black canyon. Understood. Like time stood still. Like nothing else existed. Okay. Except me and him
What's
and
going on?
that's the separator.
Yes, sir.
And that's what I told him. And he says, hold that thought. I want someone to hear that. He picks up his phone and he tried to make a phone call. Call didn't go through. He says, well, guess they weren't meant to hear it.
Okay.
And I said, what did you do?
Yeah.
And he said, I took your soul out of your body and I put it back.
Okay.
After he did that, my intuition, psychic abilities and whatnot, I mean, I felt like a superhero. It was crazy. It didn't last very long, but yeah, it was.
Did it feel like it was cleaned? Like
Possible.
yeah, like when you took it out, but like did it feel clean?
Not yet.
No. Okay. just curious, you know.
I'll
Like,
get to that.
yes, sir. Yeah.
And then after we talked for a long time, he says, I know you want me to remove the spell, but tell me, what do you want me to do to her? And I said, now, Gina already told me this is all a test.
Yep.
So I'm knowing to be very careful with my words. I said, I want justice. He says, that sounds like revenge. I said, no, not revenge. Justice.
Okay.
He took these fingers on each hand. He stands up. He says, that's not how it works. You have to tell me exactly what it is you want me to do to her. Oof. And then he sat back down. I started thinking, and I started thinking hard. I wanted her to know what that shit feels like. I wanted revenge. But I wasn't willing to compromise my soul. But I'm at this moment, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And he says, I can see you thinking about it. We got time.
Oh,
well, such and such and so and Blasi is giving this, that, and the other. You have a message from your mother. He says, do what's right. And la-da-da-da-dee, la-da-da-da-da. It happened just like that.
Oh, shit.
The man was talking about something completely different. He stopped mid-sentence and says, you have a message from your mother.
Straight right up like that.
She says, do what's right. And kept talking like that shit didn't just happen. Bruh. The poker face was out the window. My eyes big as baseball. I'm like, what's right?
Yeah.
Because I've been taught if a person tries to kill you, and not only do they fail, but you've been put in a position to kill them. They've shown you what they think about you.
Yes, they have.
You don't give them another chance. And just as I was thinking that, I could hear my mother say, but you're not dead, Brian. And I just threw my hands up. I don't want revenge, man.
Yep.
Just take the spell off. He says, done. And he gets up. He goes to the microwave. He says, I prepared this tea for you before you arrived. Big old mug of tea. About up there. Big old mug of tea. He handed me that tea. I drank that tea like I've been in the desert 40 days and 40 days. And then he turned. He grabbed a quart bottle of ammonia. Lemon scented ammonia. I saw him remove the label. I saw him crack the seal.
Okay.
He dropped 2 normal looking lemon wedges into that ammonia.
Okay.
It turned black. Instantly. Now, somebody reached out to me and said, I know that trick.
Okay.
It's like you put some copper deposits or something in the ammonia and then you add the lemon and that'll turn it black.
Okay.
Right? And I said, did you catch the part where I said I saw him crack the seal?
Crack the seal, yep. There ain't no copper in there. Yeah.
In there.
Yep.
And another thing, in voodoo, they do a lot of work with ammonia.
Okay.
But I just listen to people. I don't,
Yeah.
So he said, and then he took a pen. He drew 2 lines on it, separating it into thirds. He says, put 1/3 of this in your bath water over the next 3 nights, and you'll be fine. But keep in contact with me. I want to know your progress.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
So,
heck yeah.
I'm gathering my things. I'm getting ready to leave. And it dawned on me to tell him, that everybody that's tried to help me to this point has ended up in the hospital.
Okay.
But with him being psychic, he knew what I was about to say, right? So it went something like this. Hey, everybody, they ain't shit. They really ain't shit.
You said,
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm just in the right place.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Went home.
Yeah, no shit. I know where I'm supposed to be. I'm
Hey.
definitely supposed to be here.
Yeah, I knew I was in the right place at the right time. So I went home. That night, that pain was incredible. It was so bad. It was so bad. All night. All night. And I texted him as he asked me to. He told me to keep him informed as to what was going on. I texted him. And I remember texting him. It hurts. It hurts bad. All night. All freaking night. Next day I got up and I went to work. He finally responded to my text. He says, I can see that you've been texting me throughout the night. Mr. Simpson, that is the strongest potion I know how to create. If that didn't help you, I'm afraid I can't accept your case. I'll refund your money within 24 hours.
Damn.
Yeah. And after visiting all these people, man, I was like, I've exhausted all my options.
Felt defeated almost, I'm guessing, huh?
I thought I was
Just a,
no, I was ready to die. I knew I wasn't going to live the rest of my life in that kind of thing. But if I was going, I wasn't going by myself. I was going to find her. Yeah. I was going to find her and let her know exactly what I thought about that spell she put on me. Right. That was a long ride home, bro. When I got home, there had to be 17 steps from the front door to the main level.
okay.
I promise you, it looked like the stairway to heaven, man. It looked like 1,000 stairs. Because I knew when I got to the top of that stairs, I was going to unload my backpack, and I was going to reload it with weapons and ammunition.
Okay.
And I was going to go find her. But there's an important part I forgot in there. There's an important part I forgot. After I got off the phone with him, after I sent a group text to my niece and my daughter. Before I left to go home, and I told them, don't pray for me no more, because my niece, she ended up in the hospital. I told her about this ordeal.
Okay.
And she went to the hospital by simply praying for me.
Damn.
She prayed that that witch release me. She told me she saw that witch's face. And she ended up in the hospital. Doctors couldn't tell her what was wrong.
Damn.
She lost 40 pounds. Suffering from severe flu-like symptoms.
Okay.
And but all the coaches came back negative. They couldn't tell her what was wrong.
Damn.
Yeah. They didn't tell me that at that time. But they didn't tell me how sick she was. They did tell me she got sick.
Yeah.
Praying for me. And, I told them, don't pray for me no more. I'm gonna fight myself. I'm gonna fight this battle myself. And my daughter texts me back. She says, we'll never stop praying for you. We ain't scared of that witch. We're not gonna stop praying.
God, I want to clap for them, dude. I really, man.
And my niece, she chimed in too. She said, that's right. If you're gonna fight, we're gonna fight with you.
Yes, sir.
And I'm like, all right. So I sent them a couple Psalms to pray over themselves for protection while they praying for me. And like I said, that ended up being a really long drive home.
Yeah.
Because like I said, that stuff ain't nothing to play with, bro. People think that stuff is a game. And I see a lot of it on TikTok. Yeah. When people are advertising obsession spells and stuff like that. It's like, man, these people, y'all really don't know you playing with your life.
Yep.
You are literally playing with your life and the lives of everybody around you.
Yep.
because if I couldn't get that shit off of me, but this was in fact a death spell. It started with obsession spells and sex spells and all this. Sex magic. But what she put on me was a death spell.
Okay.
And as I mentioned, I've spoken with several spiritualists, but I'm getting to that part too. And they told me what it was.
Okay.
So as I got to the top of the stairs, when I got to the top of the stairs, I heard a little voice in the back of my head. It says, Brian, have you been to the bathroom since you seen A? And I'm like, you know what? I haven't. I dropped that bag, man. I ran to the refrigerator in the back right corner. Was exactly what I needed. A bottle of Pro Juice.
Yeah.
I knocked back a 16-ounce glass. Man, about 45 minutes later, I came out of the bathroom singing, dancing, crying, shouting, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. I'm all over the place, man. I mean, until I was literally exhausted in the middle of my dining room floor. Just face full of tears and snot, as I mentioned. You know, I was, man, just thank you, God. Smiling. And, you know, I just sat there for a few minutes. And that's when it hit me that all of those people had been telling the truth.
Okay.
I didn't want to believe it. No, I didn't believe in that type of stuff. And that's when all those prayers of praise and adulation and thanks turned into rage, wrath, unlike anything I ever cared to feel again. And my prayers changed to God, don't let me out of this place. Oh, man. I knew if I set foot outside that door, the next place I would call home was going to be somebody's prison. Oh, I was going to find her.
Yeah.
I was going to find her. But I calmed down and I called Abe. I let him know what happened.
Awesome.
I told him the potion did in fact work.
Awesome.
And he says, amen. Amen. By the way, I know why you were in so much pain last night. Those witches, they were conducting a 3-spell. They're trying to kill you. And your timing was impeccable. So just say go.
Yeah.
He's like, just say go. I tear the ass up. Just say go. I give them exactly what they deserve. Just say go.
Yep.
I was like, I was like, no, man, don't do that to him. Don't do that to him. But I continued working with him over the next few weeks. I continued working with him, and he helped me with a few other things. But let me add this. Although the pain was gone, my mind was still doing 1,000 miles a minute.
Yeah.
I had exceeded survival mode. I was ready to die. I was ready to die. I was gonna go find her, and then I was gonna make sure that she didn't do that shit to nobody else.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna run until they called me. That was my plan.
Okay.
But God spared me at the last minute.
I love that.
At the last minute. But anyway, I kept working with him. And I would eventually work up the nerve to ask him to accept me as a student.
Okay.
Yeah. And he was reluctant, but he accepted it nonetheless. He mentioned that too, that my mind wasn't right. I still needed time to heal.
Okay.
That because, you know, like I said, my mind was racing. I was, you know, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So he accepted he accepted my petition.
Yeah.
And he asked me, he says, so tell me, what do you want to learn? And I said, well, I don't want to learn how to read people's minds. I ain't interested in nobody's business.
Yeah, fair enough.
And that's it. I don't want to mess with nobody's free will.
No.
And then I said, and I definitely don't want to hurt nobody. You know, I just want to learn how to protect myself from people like them.
Fair enough.
And he says, may I prescribe your courses of study? I'm a blank canvas. Paint your masterpiece. You like that answer?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So here I am, regular old ghetto Harry Potter.
Oh,
You
shit.
know, I'm in who's I'm in who's school, right? And then, dude, so now all of that professionalism and being cool and all of that stuff, once I became an actual student, all that was out the window.
Understood.
This turned into a real master-student type relationship.
Awesome.
Oh man, was it? Man, dude.
Oh, you
I'm sitting there. Dude, I would be given homework assignments as well as in-class assignments.
Okay.
You know, naturally everything I learned was under an oath of secrecy. You know, it wasn't no blood oath or nothing like that. You know, my word is sufficient.
Yes, it is.
After all, he ain't the type of person you want to cross.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So I didn't have to pay in gold or gold's blood or nothing crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? He accepts Venmo, Cash App, MoneyGram, you know, everything except cash. And yeah, man, the whole master student type relationship thing, that was crazy. It was you know, he was very serious about me learning what I'm paying him to teach me, right? And it went on for about 2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks. The first week, I went in, I come back with my completed assignment. I expected my next assignment. And I stop him. I'm like, hey, I'm feeling something going on. And he's on the phone. He's like, hold on real quick. And he kind of looks into my forehead area. And he says, oh, well, that's because she's doing love magic on me. Hand me my materials, slam the door in my face. And I'm like, well, damn, you ain't gonna tell me what to do? Oh, okay. So I come back the next week with my completed assignment, expecting the supplies for my next assignment.
Yep.
And same thing, he comes to do, he's on the phone. And I say, wait. I'm feeling something a little different going on this week. And he looks into my forehead area again. He goes, oh, well, that's because she's doing love magic and sex magic on me. What difference does it make? You ain't gonna do nothing to it with your mushy ass. And in my supplies, slam it up in my face. I'm like, this is some bull. Yeah. But his posture is, if you're not gonna let me handle it the way I want to handle it, then handle it your way.
And that's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
it's fair. Yeah.
Because I told you what he wanted to do.
Yep.
He wanted to fight.
Yep.
I'm like,
Yeah.
So anyway, shortly after that, the witch's mother contacted me.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And she's the head witch.
Yeah.
Right.
She's the leader of the coven.
Yep.
She's the head witch, the leader of the coven.
Okay.
She had accused me of cyber stalking and harassing her daughter.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So during this time, I failed to mention it. The first time I sat down with A, he was like, he's just sitting there. He's like, she's accusing you of something. And I pulled my phone. I was like, yeah. She accused me of cyber stalking. What had happened was she created a Facebook page and said that somebody was harassing her from this page. Yeah. But I knew it was her because she was the only person that had that picture of me. Yeah. With her dumbass, thinking I was gonna fall for it. Right? Yeah. So I was like, yeah, you're right. So her mother brought that up again. Okay. But what happened was I sent her a couple of emails. And what I did was I took the readings of the crew. I assembled an entire crew of spiritualists. And everything that they told me, they were giving me intricate details about their personal lives. And I basically led her to believe that I was responsible for some of the things that she didn't like going on in her life. Okay. I let her know that I know what you did to me. And I'm fighting back. But I was bluffing. Hey, man, I mean, fuck it. Yeah, I mean, right. I'm just fucking with her. Right?
Yeah. Well, at that point, shit. I mean, she got more than that coming, but I mean,
Yeah. So her mother contacts me, and she's like, she was just super ghetto. She, you could tell that she was upset, and she's telling me that I'm crazy bitch, and I do this and I do that, and I ain't scared to go to prison and all that. And I'm like, yeah, crazy bitch, whatever.
Yeah.
But when she was done, I told her, then she said she's gonna have a police officer friend come talk to me.
Okay.
And I said, okay. Well, you should tell. When I responded, I was like, you should ask your police officer friend if there's a such thing as cyber police, and they can tell you that where this profile was made, when it was made, and what device it came from. Yep. So when I talk to your friend and prove to them that your daughter is actually harassing herself and saying it's me, imagine how stupid you're gonna look.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
But what I did do, because like I said, my head wasn't right.
Yeah.
My head wasn't right. I wasn't thinking clearly. But I wasn't crazy either. But I know what I did do, and I know what I didn't do.
Yeah.
What I didn't do, I never made a legal threat. Yeah. What I did do was I psychologically tortured her ass. I let her know everything that's going on. I mean, imagine that. You've been doing spell work on somebody for years, and now this person is fighting back.
Yeah.
Basically telling you got their whole life around, right? Throwing back and side to side.
Yeah.
Well, I knew what they was going to do.
Yeah.
It's a whole coven of witches. And one of the worst things you do to a witch is expose them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I have a couple people just saying how great your story has been. And I just wanted to tell you that. It's been a couple different comments, but good for you. Glad you made it through that. Great story. I just wanted to say, yep.
Awesome. Yes. It's a whole lot more.
Yeah.
I'm leaving out a lot of stuff, because I'm leaving out a lot.
Yeah. Well, and I get a time frame and whatnot, but if I ever find myself down your neck of the woods, I would love to do a part 2. Like seriously, I would. This has been phenomenal. Seriously. But please continue. I wasn't cutting you off. I thought you'd want to hear that you're getting some love. You're getting some love. So yes, sir.
Yeah, but like I said, my cup is running over, man. I have to start telling this story.
Yeah.
And so I basically put her in her place. She called herself reading me the riot act, and I basically told her, get the hell on with your life. You're an idiot, and so is your daughter.
Yep.
But so after that, I'm like, all right, cool. Now I can start focusing on healing.
Yeah.
And getting my life back together. But things didn't work out that way. I'm at work one night, right? It was about 3:00 in the morning. I'll never forget it. And hear that little intuitive voice. It says, that witch, she's up to something. Take a look at her. Now, although I never paid him to teach me how to read people's minds, I picked up some things along the way, right?
Okay.
So I tuned in. Right there. And I saw the witch. She's trying to send me a message. And it wasn't necessarily malicious. What she's saying is, what's going on, that's my mother. I ain't got nothing to do with it. She basically threw her mother under the bus.
Yeah. Her fault, not mine.
Yeah. And then I saw a woman, big woman, about at least 5'10".
Okay.
Very well dressed. Afrocentric dress. And she's got a nasty look on her face, and she's doing like this, like she's casting a spell or something. So I'm like, okay, let me go talk to my people, the spiritualists, and see what's going on. So I went to this lady. Her name is Madeline. She's out in Hammond, Indiana. She's a real witch.
Okay.
Now, she's a good witch today, but she ain't always been on the right side of things. She know a little bit about a lot of different things, right? So I went to talk to Madeline. And Madeline, she drops the cards. Was Madeline the first person I talked to? Yeah, she drops the cards. She says, you're in danger.
Yep.
She was like, I was like, yeah, I pretty much know what's going on. And I asked her 3 questions about the witch's mother.
Okay.
But each question, this woman gave the cards a fresh shuffle.
Okay.
And 3 times in a row.
Oh, fuck.
The first card she dropped was the devil.
No.
3 times in a row.
Damn.
When I was done with those questions, she says, the people you are dealing with are pure evil. There is no good in them.
Damn.
Anything they do that even appears to be of good has an ulterior motive. They are pure evil. That's what she told me. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
So I head down the street to Gina. Gina drops the cars. Bam, 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 bam. Whoa. We got action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. We got action. And she's like, then she went in the zone. And she goes, now, I don't know if they're flying somebody over from Africa or if they're going to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
But I know they are over there begging, borrowing, and stealing, taking out personal loans to pay somebody to deal with you.
Okay.
Because at that time, I had proven to be too much to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm letting them know. I'm proving to them.
Yeah.
When I sent those emails, I had proven to her that I know I reversed her magic.
Well, and you broke a curse and you fought like
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you
breaking
definitely
that
showed.
curse.
Yeah.
And I'm fighting back.
For
and
sure.
letting them know, not only I broke your curse.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
I broke your curse.
Yep.
I know what you did.
Yep.
I'm taking your magic and putting it on you.
Yep.
And telling you that was your spell.
Yeah.
I mean, once I get into detail, it's really gonna trip you out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And she's like, yeah, they over there bugging out. They trying to get you. They trying to get you. And I'm like, all right. And before, I forgot that part. Before I left Madeline was like, you need protection. Here, get you some, take you some of this with you, take you some. I'm like, no, I know what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, all right, I hope you do doing what you do.
Yeah.
So I get down here to Gina, and same thing with her.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, hey, she went to get this catalog. She's like, look, I'm not making any money off of this.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you need.
Okay.
She opened the catalog and she showed me those candles that they have in church.
Okay.
With the big cross on them.
Yeah. The tall glass ones.
Huh?
The tall glass ones, real skinny type
No,
deal.
the ones that sit on the big gold thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those with the crosses on them.
Yep. Yeah, like right on the candle.
Those
Not,
things,
yeah.
really expensive. She was like, this is what you need. Get some of this. And I'm like, no, I know what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, listen. And I tried to walk out. She grabbed me. And she says, if you're not going to let me help you, get him with someone. You're in danger. I'm like, all right, cool. So, next person I go to, this young lady. She, let me tell you about our relationship. I call her Violet. Now, her father and my father worked in the steel mill. They were both millwrights till the day they died.
Wow.
And they were also best friends.
Okay.
They grew up, she grew up on 3rd and, she was born on 3rd and Taney. I was born on 3rd and Rutledge, which is approximately a mile apart.
Okay.
Her father was also a football coach. Me and my brother played for him,
Okay.
her dad.
Yeah.
And I played with her brothers, and she was a cheerleader. Okay. And so I've been knowing her all her life.
Yeah.
And then when this happened, she was my accountant.
Okay.
And she and I both started, to come into spirituality, African spirituality, all the spirituality around the same time.
Okay.
So I'm more toward African spirituality. And then now, because I've learned it's pretty much universal. People just don't understand that.
Yeah.
And but that's where our relationship started. And I've been knowing her for a long time. But I go to her and she tells me, so I scheduled a meeting with her. But what I did by this time, me and Abe had
okay.
Because like I said, he would do the whole student teacher thing. I questioned one of the charges on an invoice and he didn't like that. And he put me out.
Well, and I don't know the guy, but if that's something that could put you out, maybe that was good. I mean,
I was gonna mention that too.
Okay.
But I'd also received a message that I had learned everything I was supposed to learn from them, and it was time to move on anyway.
Fair enough.
But by the time I scheduled a meeting with Violet, she's also a medium.
Okay.
I'm sorry, an oracle. She calls herself an oracle. She's also an oracle. So what I'd done was I decided to go to the crossroads. Now, according to folklore, people believe that when you go to the crossroads, you basically go to the crossroads to meet the devil.
Okay.
And, you get what you want in exchange for your soul. That's not true.
Okay.
I know I know somebody that has actually cut a deal with the devil.
Okay.
And it didn't work out.
Understood.
But I get to that in part 2.
Yes, sir.
But we gonna have to redo part 1. We're happy about that. But I arranged a meeting with the guardian of the crossroads, who's, I'm not gonna say his real name.
Okay.
But he's known as the jokester, the trickster, and that's probably where the misconception comes in that he's the devil, but he's not.
Okay.
Or at least it wasn't like that for me.
Understood.
So I did what I was supposed to do to contact him, and then I called Violet, and we were gonna schedule a reading anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, let's just do it over dinner.
Okay.
So we sitting down, we having dinner, we going at it, we having a good old time, right?
Yeah.
And in the middle of dinner, she says, "You have a message from the jokester."
Oh, fuck.
He says, "I don't want this cheap shit. I want some Hennessy." I said, "Whoa."
Yeah.
This was the first time I had done any type of spiritual work. And the deity responded to me personally.
Okay.
Right. First time anything like that had happened. Contact him. And I heard he likes rum.
Okay.
So I gave him Bacardi, which was some cheap shit.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
he's drinking Hennessy.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm like, damn, that was wild.
Yeah.
He knew what I was
He was
drinking. He's
drinking.
like, what kind of host are you? You invite me in here,
Yeah.
you got the good stuff over there, give me this, So I'm like, okay, cool, Hennessy it is.
Yep.
And she goes, no, God damn, hold on.
Yep. No, you're good.
And she goes, normally he's playful, but he's serious with you.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, normally he's playful, but he's serious with me. He's known as the jokester, the trickster all over the planet. What's so special about my situation?
Yeah.
Whatever. I went home, I made sure he got his Hennessy, and I shut things down. So that meeting led me to another African traditional religion.
Okay.
Now, I called this gentleman up. And told him the same thing I do I just told him the same thing I tell all of them.
Yeah.
I'm having some spiritual issues. The issues have persisted, and I was hoping you could help me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, cool. Come on out. We'll give you a reading.
Yep.
So I drive out to his office out in Chicago. And when I walked in, there are statues and paintings of various gods, of various religions from all over the planet.
Okay.
And it was like, you could tell that there had been animals present in this place. And when I got there, it was like something was saying, you made it. It's the best way I can explain it.
Okay.
I just feel something saying, you made it.
Awesome.
And he says, come on in, have a seat. So I come on in, I have a seat. He says, okay, tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
Same thing. Have some spiritual issues.
Yep.
Talked to a few people before. The issues have persisted. Hope you can help me.
Yep.
He says, okay, great. So he takes this thing. I don't know what it's called. He shakes him up, throws him down. He leans back. He says, I've been doing this for 20 years, and I've never seen that combination before.
Damn.
Never? He get out of detail. I'm starting.
Yeah.
And he goes, nah, bro. You said never.
Yeah. Yep.
So he gets up, he grabs this big old book, He opens up the book. He points to the combination on the table, shows me the combination in the book. And this is what it means. And wouldn't you know, the man told me the exact same thing that Nikki told me in the very beginning.
No
He
shit.
told me I need a full exorcism.
Okay.
He told me that I'm gonna have to come back.
Mhm.
He's gonna have to get the supplies, just like Nikki did.
Okay.
And yeah, but what he didn't tell me was $11,000. Shit.
that'll change somebody's mind. Shit.
So I come back. So next week. Well, no, before that. Before that, I was going on vacation. I was like, cool, I'm about to go on vacation anyway. So we're just scheduling for as soon as I get back.
Yeah.
He says, okay, that's perfect. So I'm on vacation. I'm on a boat. I'm taking a cruise to the Bahamas. And we were just about to hit international waters where I would lose my signal.
Okay.
I received a phone call I knew I was going to receive. I didn't know who it was going to come from. I just didn't know what it was going to be about. But it was my son. He was informing me that my grandson was in the hospital.
Oh shit.
I asked one question, which I knew the answer to already. I said, he's been perfectly healthy up to this point, hasn't he?
He's praying for you, wasn't he?
He said, yeah, he's been perfectly healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I said, all right. When I get home, I'm saying this to myself.
Yeah.
I said, when I get home, I'm going to settle this. I'm going to end this.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it takes, I'm going to end it. So I get back home. And I call the priest. The priest says, okay, I need you to bring a big black cloth.
Okay.
Now, I don't remember the exact dimensions, so we'll just say 4 feet by 4 feet.
Okay.
And then he says, wear something that you intend to throw away because you won't be able to take it back with you.
Fair enough.
I'm like, cool. So I get there. As soon as I walk in, I notice a big crate in the back of the door. As soon as you open the door, there's another crate in the back. So he says, come on in. I got another office in the back. We're going to go to the office in the back. All right, cool. So I come on in and we walk past the crate and I hear, I'm like, oh, that's a bird.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So we walk on in the office. He opens the door to the other office. Now in the other office, there's like a banquet table.
Okay.
And a desk. And on the banquet table, there is a speaker box, like one of the little Bluetooth.
Yeah.
And an African dagger. You ever seen the movie Color Purple?
I have not.
Okay. Well, it's ovular shaped, and it has a twist at the tip and a wooden handle.
Okay.
It's an African type dagger and a bottle of Caribbean rum.
Okay.
So he says, come on in, give me the big black blanket. So I give him the blanket. I mean the cloth.
Yep.
He takes this cloth, he lays it on the ground. He grabs a piece of white chalk. He draws a big circle on the cloth.
Mm-hmm.
And inside the circle is this binary coding. I forgot to mention that part.
Okay.
This system of divination in this African traditional religion is a binary coding system.
Okay.
And so that's how to get the messages from beyond, from the spirit. And so, excuse me.
Oh, you're fine.
And so he draws this coding inside the circle, and on the outside of the circle, he draws letters. I mean, it looks like, if I had to guess, I would say they were Hebrew.
Okay.
He's drawing these Hebrew letters on the outside of the circle.
Mm-hmm.
And he lays the cloth on the ground. He says, take off your socks and shoes. Stand inside the circle. All right, so I'm standing inside the circle.
Mm-hmm.
And he cuts on the Bluetooth, the speaker, and it's got that African music playing, right?
Yeah.
And the music is going. And then he walks out, he grabs the crate, he comes back in with the crate. He sets this crate up and pulled out of that crate what had to be the biggest freaking rooster in all of Chicago.
And I don't like birds. I'm sorry to interrupt. I don't like birds. I'd have been like, oh,
This thing was huge. It didn't have chicken feet. It had talons, man. It was long as my finger.
mhm.
The thing was huge.
Oh, shit.
Oh, before that,
Mhm.
he went and grabbed that dagger, and he turns toward me,
Okay.
and I'm like, what you about to do with that, player? You know, he says, don't.
Yeah.
And he walked behind me, and he cut the back of my shirt, and he drew something on the back of my neck. He drew something on the back of my neck.
Okay.
It was the back of my neck. I obviously can't
Yeah,
say what it
yeah.
was. And then now he's back in here with this, you know, he got this chicken,
Yep.
and he says, okay, what's inside of you
Mhm.
is going to go inside of the chicken,
Okay.
and the bird is going to die. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
okay. But I'm thinking to myself, that big ass bird about to beat the shit out of both of us. You know, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But check this out.
Yeah. No shit. You open that case, you guys about to get fucked
Right.
up. Yeah.
Check this out. He started chanting over the bird.
Okay.
Some foreign language. I
Mhm.
don't know what he was saying.
Mhm.
The bird never resisted.
Oh shit.
It's like his chanting put the bird in a trance.
Mhm.
It never resisted.
Wow.
And so he says, okay, I want you to close your eyes, bow your head, and focus on the ancestors. All right. So I close my eyes, I bow my head, I'm focused on the ancestors. The African music is playing in the background. And he has the bird by the neck and the talons.
Okay.
And he's brushing me with the feathers from head to toe, music playing in the background. And I felt something wet running down my back. And I'm like, the bird is pissing down. Nice.
Yeah.
But I'm focused.
Yeah.
And then he gets back around to the front of me and he says, open your eyes, look at the bird. So I open my eyes and look at the bird. And like I said, the bird was in a trance.
Okay.
His head, his eyes are real low and his head is going back around.
Mhm.
He's like that. And then it stopped and it looked at me. And his neck got straight, and his eyes got real big,
Mhm.
and he fell back into that trance. And he says, okay, he's not dead yet. We have to keep going. So he grabbed me by the neck, grabbed by the feathers. I'm there, I'm focusing again, and he brushing me with the feathers from head to toe. And then he got like by my head, and I heard something go. The bird just shit did.
Yeah.
And I kind of peeked down, and ironically, the shit landed inside of the circle.
Okay.
I don't know if that's part of the ritual or the fact that that big ass bird just shit so close to my face, but I just started hurling. And he said, keep it in the circle, keep it in the circle. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Try it.
I'm keeping it in the circle, right? And then, you know, and when I was done hurling, the bird was dead.
Okay.
And he took that big son of a bitch, dropped it at my feet.
Damn.
He says, okay, take off all your clothes,
Mhm.
leave them on top of that bird, but do not step out of that circle until I tell you. I'm like, cool. So I take off my clothes, leave them on top of the bird. And then he grabs a bottle of rum.
Mhm.
And he says, okay, on the count of 3, I want you to jump out of the circle. I'm going to do like this. And on 3,
Yep.
I want you to jump.
Okay.
I said, cool. So he fills his mouth with rum and he goes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And spits the rum all in my face after I jumped out of the circle.
Okay.
So I'm standing there, covered in spitty rum and rooster piss. And I'm like,
Fucking naked.
Right.
Like,
Naked.
Yeah.
I'm like, did it work? He
Mhm.
says, I don't know. Here, take this, go get cleaned up, get dressed, meet me at the front desk. I'm like, cool. So I'm coming back. I got the towel wrapped around my neck and cleaning all the piss and poop out of my, you know.
Yeah.
He's smiling now.
Yeah.
And he says, I said, so did it work? He says, yeah, it worked. I said, so I ain't got to do nothing. He says, no, you ain't got to do nothing. So then basically the dude just did a full exorcism on me. And he says, there's something very important I left him. But I think I'm going to leave it out. I'm going to save it for when I actually do it. But he told me that not only did that ritual cleanse me of everything that was done to me over time
Mhm.
and what the witch had been doing to me all of the years.
Mhm.
You know, it also released the spirit that we got to fix this.
Yep.
It also released basically the spirit of God.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
because every culture has a different name for it.
Yeah.
And I want to break it down. I want to do it the right way.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But he said, and they said that fixed everything. And he also said the witches ain't gonna bother me no more.
Awesome.
And they didn't.
Awesome.
So, yeah, they basically said that her mother left me alone.
Good.
Her mother never bothered me again.
Good.
She's still alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's still alive.
Okay.
I mean, if I had fought fire with fire,
Yeah.
then I wouldn't be able to do this.
Yeah.
Because I'd be sitting up here telling baby, yes, she lost her car, she lost her job, her baby died. No, I can't do that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But there is a way to fight back and make sure that people won't bother you again and do it with angels. And that's what I was when I was going through that. And that was one of the main things that I focused on. Because I'm saying to myself, if people can use demons to hurt people, to kill people, then the opposite has to exist.
Yes, it does.
You have to be able to use angels to help, to heal people, to help people. Equal in power, opposite in nature. It has to exist.
Yeah.
And I was hell-bent on finding it. And today, fast forward till today, I have a complete team of spiritualists all over the planet that all good people, they all operate on the right side of things. They don't deal with demons and nothing like that. Well, they know how to cast demons out. That's how they deal with demons.
Yes, sir.
But the same stuff that's in the Bible, just like Jesus did in the Bible.
Yes, sir.
And man, these people have saved my life so many times because what should have been my happily ever after turned into part 2.
Understood.
I left Northwest Indiana and I moved to Fort Wayne. Mostly for fear that I would run into that witch.
Fair enough.
Her mother.
Yeah.
Not a witch. I actually ran into her in Sherrville. I seen her at the gas station.
Okay.
And it took everything in me to stay in that truck because I wanted to give that outfit some polka dots. But once again, that was God that kept me away from that.
Yes, sir.
But so when I put this team together, they have been doing miraculous things in my life.
Awesome.
Like I said, from all over the planet.
Yeah.
And they I think they're like the breaking spells and reversing spells and breaking curses and casting out demons. We do that like it's nothing.
Fair enough.
Like it's nothing.
Oh,
And I am certain that they heal somebody. And I am proof of it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just like Jesus.
Awesome.
This stuff is real.
Yes, sir.
They're casting out demons and all that stuff. They had to do it to me like multiple times. Because, like I said, what should have been my happily ever after turned into part 2. These people kept casting spells on me. It was 2 people that were very close to me. And when I was going through it, I was losing my mind. But I confided in these people and I was sharing with them what I was learning. Not what I learned under the oath of secrecy, but things that I was learning about witchcraft, metaphysics, occultism, all of that. Well, these 2 people decided it was a good idea to take what I was giving them and use it for personal gain. And then they tried to silence me.
Understood.
To keep me from
whistleblowing or whatever. Yeah.
One did it out of envy, and the other did it because they just evil. They're just an evil person, never done anything to either one of the people. And not only that, I was fiercely loyal to both of them. So like I said, part 2 is really gonna push your wig back.
Awesome.
Because that's when we have a documented healing.
Yes, sir.
That's how I put this team together. And that's, like I said, the casting out demons and breaking spells and breaking curses. So, like I said, unfortunately or fortunately, that's how I learned how to break spells and curses and, cast out demons and all that stuff, because these people kept doing that to me.
Understood.
So that's why that's how I want to help people. And a lot of people don't understand how very real that stuff is. And sometimes I listen to, like, I'm gonna give you an example. I know somebody who's cursed.
Okay.
Their family was cursed. The whole family was cursed. Her father died when she was 10. Her mother died when she was 14.
Okay.
Between the two, her parents, there were 6 children. One of the children died as an infant. One of the children died at the age of 8. One of the children is mentally handicapped, and then they left the 3 of them.
Okay.
It don't take a spiritualist to tell you that this family is cursed.
Yeah. Or there's something wrong there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But this team of spiritualists that I put together, they can sniff it out like nothing. And these curses can be broken in minutes. It's really nothing. But this is the type of thing that has been hidden or made taboo in Western society.
Yeah.
See, like I said, I work with people all over the planet where it's not taboo. Yeah. And a lot of this stuff is in the Bible, but people don't understand it. Yeah. People are stuck on these archaic understandings that, and it's like, no, bro, new technology is coming out where we're seeing what they were really talking about.
Yes.
And y'all still stuck in the past. Yep. We're like, no, we're really all kind of seeing the same thing.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
When people understand it. Excuse me. But yeah, and that was the beauty in working with spiritualists from all over the planet. And this is what opened my eyes to it. Okay. But like I said, bro, it's people have been, I mean, they call them the witch doctors and all that, but people have been doing this stuff all over the planet, healing people with roots and herbs and all of that stuff. What do you think medicine is? It's just a concentrated form of it. And concentrated, much more expensive form of it. So, But yeah, man, this stuff is very real. And what I learned from Abe, when he said that he could cure anything, I deduced from that many physical elements are actually spiritual rooted. Yeah. So when you do like Jesus, you cast out the demons, you can essentially heal the person. Yeah. Like I said, I have one I didn't do it myself. We have one confirmed healing. Another that people can say, oh, that was just coincidence. Is my father came to me in a dream talking about his first nephew. And I knew my cousin Rick, he had been sick. But after I had that dream, I called his daughter, my cousin, Angelica. And she told me he was in the hospital. I knew he had cancer. He had a hole in his throat. Okay. Well, when she called me, when I called her, she told me that he was in the hospital undergoing chemo. And I called my friend and I had her dispatch the angel. She is masterful with angel magic. Okay. And she dispatched the angels to heal him. And approximately 8 months later, he came to Indianapolis to visit his daughter, and I made it my business to be there. And he told me when he was in the hospital, he was in bad shape. Okay. He said he was in real bad shape, and said he was all skin and bones. But by the time I saw him, he was a regular old fat ass again. Yeah. But he was a 100% cancer-free fat ass. Awesome. Complete recovery. Okay. Complete recovery. And again, people will say that, that's probably just coincidence. Like, that ain't coincidence. I know people, like I said, but when I got into my eyes were open to this magic stuff, I wasn't looking to hurt people. I'm looking to help people. I'm looking at the good side of it. Yeah. If God allowed evil people to have that, then the righteous people got something over there too. Yep. It's something for us. Yep. But yeah, and I believe we found it, man. But this, in part 2, when I actually sit down and put this thing together, I want to do it professionally, and I want to get this out for the world to see. Yes, sir. But This was a lot more complex. It's a serious neurological disorder that I am certain, and I have proof that we cure.
Yes, sir.
With the power of God.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. This is, I say this a lot, you know, I've loved everybody's episode. This has been my favorite, period, across the board. This has been, God changes lives in front of my eyes. God changed my life. You are talking like it's almost a step further. Like which I don't know how that's not possible, but I hope you know what I mean. It's like, yeah, God took my drinking obsession away from me. Yes, that saved my life. But you're talking about saving a fucking life. That's awesome. I don't know how else to say it, man.
That's the first